Hello, Cancer. Thanks for tuning in to your reading for the month of March. So, in this reading, I'm going to do an oracle reading using the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. I'm then going to do a tarot reading using the Lion Strider Tarot, which I will clarify using the Kipper deck. And then at the end of the reading, I'm going to answer a question for you. So if there's something you've been contemplating or wanting to know, I can answer that for you at the end. Or if you want to watch the reading and see what messages come forward from that, whichever way you choose. So I've already pre-shuffled all the card decks except for that Angel Answer one. I'll shuffle it at the end to help better tap into the energies. So my son got on my computer earlier, messed with my camera. Okay. So you, front and center, in the month of March, we have Arakura with Blossoming. I don't have that great of a camera, so I really apologize. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process and do not give up. So this month, you very well could have, like, January and February started to go through a huge, transformation. And I would say that you could have been, because we have the home card with Vesta over here, you could have been spending a lot of time at home, which is really good, by the way, because, especially if you are somewhere where the season is winter, this is kind of like what I did, for winter. I didn't really, there's a lot of things I do in the regular seasons, and there's a lot of things I don't do in the winter. So in the wintertime, I don't do any of my side hustles. I just work the job, your 9 to 5 or whatever pays the bills. I work that. And then, I have a few side hustles that I work to make my extra, and I take off in the wintertime for that, just because it's difficult to do one of my side hustles during the winter. So the cold months. So, but that's okay, because it's like the critters do. In the wintertime, bears and all the other little critters out there, they hibernate. They sit in their home and they sleep, They snuggle up, they sleep, they bundle up, and they sleep through winter. And I don't blame them at all. So you could have been staying at home a lot during the winter time, really hunkering down at home, snoozing, trying to sleep winter off. And now it's got you here to where you're you've been going through a deep transformation, within. And now, here it is, you've come out of the cocoon, or you're coming out of the cocoon this month. So, but you are being challenged here by Onog with Easy Does It, which this card reads, there's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything's occurring in perfect timing. Now, you could be feeling because in the base of the reading here, we have Freya with Bold, unleash your adventurous side, take risks, be daring. So it's you're embodying this energy. You're feeling good. There are parts of yourself that should be opening, and those openings are creating, prosperity and abundance can come within. It's like when you start blossoming and blooming and transforming and changing, you really discover new treasures within yourself, facets of yourself you didn't know existed or had never seen before, Well, those are coming to the surface in March. So you've been doing this changing, but it's almost like, because March, that's the end of winter and then the beginning of spring. We had the spring equinox. So it's like, it's time to take off. You could be really anxious this month to really go forward. I mean, you've got aim with leap of faith here. Take a risk and put your heart's true desires into action, I think. Yep, into action. So my only thing here is that, with your energy this month, you're really going to need to pay attention to your energy levels, because your energy levels are going to tell you if you need to sit down and rest, if you have the energy or stamina to go and to do, and when to invest your time and when not to invest your time, when to sit back, when to take a chill. So you really need to pay attention to that this month. But I'm telling you, like, this blossoming that you're going to is really, I want to look at this home card, okay? Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in occupants. So the beginning of the month, you could feel this change within your home. Like, you could feel the energy of your home changing or recalibrating. I mean, you're changing, so therefore your home could be changing. So your home situation is improving. That means, like, you're going to have either you're moving to a new home, or you're getting an increase. Maybe, like, if you need money to, like, keep up your rent for sure, then that's coming in. It might be easier for you to pay your rent or pay your mortgage this month. So there is the energy here around you. And I would say that this has a lot to do with this blossoming here, because, I would say that this blossoming is you. And so you're blossoming, which means as you blossom, everything that's around you is also going to blossom. So this month, your confidence level should really blossom here and be on point. Follow your confidence, because your adventurous side, this taking risk is here in 2 cards. Like, you need to take a risk, maybe switch it up. Maybe these are the changes that you've been somewhat thinking about or contemplating during the winter time. And now, here it is, time. And I would say it's around the middle of the month that you're going to be taking a risk or a leap of faith in something that's going on in your life. Whatever this leap is that you take, it's going to bring about, we have Kali here with endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter. There is also an eclipse here, which we have one in April, first one of the year. But with, like, Kali, whatever things come around that come to an end, know that where those doors close on those endings and to create the ending, there's going to be new doors that open from that. I would also say that this is something that you're in control of. Whatever, I feel like it's also tied to this leap of faith. Whatever this opportunity is that presents itself, or that you either stumble upon or come across, when you take this leap of faith here, I feel like it's going to create a catalyst that's going to really close some shit out and then also bring some new stuff in. Now this month, here you are. You're focused. Like, you have laser sharp focus this month. So this is Diana with focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused upon your target, and you will make your mark. So whatever you're after, whatever leap or risk you're shooting for, you will hit it this month. In your environment, we have Rhiannon with Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest clear intentions into reality. Pay attention to your emotions and how you feel, because that's going to be another tool for you in manifesting. And as this card says, like, you know, be careful of your thoughts that you put out there, your reactions to those thoughts, and your attitude, because your attitude really says a lot. And your attitude determines a lot, is really what I mean. Your attitude determines a lot. So it's like, you know, when you're met or faced with adversity, it's like how you react to it, your attitude toward it will, you know, that also creates a reaction or a thought or let me see, how am I trying to say this? Whatever your attitude is toward these subjects, just keep that in mind, because when you have, like with this ending card and these endings you have, this sorceress card here, this magic, you're very powerful in the month of March. So you're able to create these endings. I feel like you are what's bringing them about. Your energy or something is drawing them near. So it's like you have the power, the ability to call them in because of this focus here, hitting your mark. And it's like, if you look at something and say, I know I want that out of my life and I want it done with. Well, that's crystal cut and clear. So it's gone. And keep in mind that your attitude toward it is crystal cut and clear. So you're firm in your boundaries. You're firm in your intentions. Let's say there's something in your life that you have a friend, but yet you have to move. And you're like, oh, but I made a good friend and then I've got to leave them. So it's like, in those situations, you give gratitude for your attitude. Your attitude is of gratitude because you made a friend. You met someone. It was awesome. So you see how a little cold and detached demeanor created a crystal clear cut. But then, you know, my attitude of, but man, I made a good friend. And so see the attitude, how it can be. Your attitude also will create the ending, the closing, the beginning. Your attitude creates a lot. So make sure with whatever ends, you bless it, you thank it, you have somewhat of a good attitude about it or for it. And I say that because we have True Love over here with Guinevere. This is in your hopes and fears sector. You're hoping that the romantic stirring, like if you have had especially a blossoming or an opening within your heart chakra, you may be hoping that there attracts events or things or people that are of the same caliber. And I would say that this blossoming is also blossoming, opening your heart chakra, your heart space. So it's like you're hoping that more events or things or people that are upbeat like that are going to continue to manifest into your life. Or you have accomplished so much that you're finally at a point where now I could entertain and have a significant other. And that's what you're hoping for and looking for. And if that's the case, then, and you're looking for that, you could definitely find it this month for sure. But you have to just continue to do the work and continue to move forward. So you end the month with Green Tara. Start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. And I feel like this is why this Easy Does It card comes out, I feel like because you're feeling good, the energy this month around you and how you're feeling, and then I feel like just the environment that you're in is really making you feel like, let's just get this done. You like, get her done. Come on, let's go. Get up, let's go. And it's like you really need to, I'm not going to say slow down or sit down, but maybe take it back a notch or two. Just so that you can, maintain balance within your energy field this month. So, because it looks as though you're doing a lot. You're taking on a lot. Not saying that you can't do it. Definitely not saying that. I'm just saying to the point where you need to balance out your energies so that you don't like crash. Now at the bottom of the deck, because you're going to be busy here. There's something you're taking a leap of faith in, taking a risk, and it's going to cause you to have to close out some things and embrace new things. And you know, that's like this eclipse and this card here. A lot of times you don't know what those new things are. So it's like, it's, walking in faith and also embracing the unknown, what's to come. So I would say, even if you don't see or know what's coming for you, if you can just keep your focused intention on like light, love, and kindness mentality, consciousness or awareness, then that's what you will attract. So we do have at the bottom of the deck boundaries. Love yourself enough to say no to others. Demands on your time and your energy. So you could be doing so much for yourself, but everyone around you is like, man, boy, he is doing so much. I need to start doing something. And it's like they see you jucking and jiving, and they want a part of that. And they're probably going to come to you and be like, so, but, they're not going to come out and say, like, how are you doing it? A lot of people, like, beat around the bush or go around a curve, throw you a curveball. And it's like, if you'd have just said, how am I doing this? I could have told you. I started implementing this energy drink thing every day. So this is where you're going to have to make smart choices and decisions with yourself, your time, and your energy, and not also allow others to drain you. For sure. So we have Brigitte, Bass, and Kuan Yin. Don't back down, independent, and compassion. Stand up for what you believe is right, which is, here underneath this boundaries card. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and your success. So going at this alone is really going to be a key component for you this month. You may feel like you need help, but honestly, you really can do this by yourself. You really just need to watch your energy levels. Like, if you can watch and manage that, then you'll be fine. So it's like, like for example, today, I did a lot today. Okay, I did a lot. I knew that I either needed a nap or I needed to sit down a minute and chill. So I sat down a minute and chilled. And then, I got back up and started doing what, started back up where I left off. So that could be something for you this month. Do you need to take a nap? Do you just need to sit down and rest? My boyfriend, he takes those power nap things. He'll take like a 30-minute power nap, and he's like, he's ready to go. If I take a nap. But anyways, I have laid down with him to take these power naps too, and they were good. Even if I couldn't actually fall asleep, just by shutting my mind down and somewhat powering down, closing my eyes and laying there and not doing nothing for like 30 minutes, it still helped do something, okay? So, that might need to be something that you incorporate this month. But, oh my goodness, I cannot believe I'm yawning. Oh, I'm so sorry. So you see, it's like even my energy, focusing on my own energy, myself. Anyway, so It's 9 o'clock where I am. Now, I feel like as this month comes to a close, whatever change and transformation that's here, it's going to be a good one for sure. I feel like this is a deep change, though, within you that's really going to create or allow, because, we've got this endings and beginnings card, but this could also be the end of judgments about yourself and others. You could find yourself focusing on love and light that's within you and that's in other people as well. So it's like there's compassion here for yourself and for others. It almost seems like you're witnessing a lot this month taking place. There is definitely a deep transformation going on this month. So I would be curious at the end of the month to see how you come out. Like, you may enter March one way, but I would say by the end of March, you're going to be a completely different person. And so I cut the deck, and we have Lakshmi with Bright Future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be okay. What you doing in there, Cookie? Alright, now we're going to start your tarot reading. I am in the middle of making soap, so I'm making, I make soap on this table here. So, well, I cut the soap on this table, so I've got, remnants of soap everywhere. But I've had to readjust my camera and the lights and everything, so just bear with me. Alright, so here, front and center, we've got the Judgment card. Now, you're going to see this. It's going to be in reverse for you. So, you'll be seeing it, in reverse. For me, the Judgment is in reverse. So, this is like, feeling down, self-doubt, missing the call for fearlessness. There may be things in your life that you're not really wanting to give second chances to. And maybe that's why in that oracle reading, you're undergoing this deep transformation and you're letting go old stuff and embracing new stuff. You may be deciding that, you're done with certain things in your life and you want to get rid of them or let them go so that you can replace them with new stuff. Whether that be people, places, and or things. But, your challenge yet is something to do around either your money or your independence. You want to be independent and making your own money and looking good. Owls could be very significant for you. There's 2 of them here right now. There's some type of communication, though, that is challenging you this month. Okay. So then this almost makes me want to say there's some type of conversation that is needing to be had, because there's 1, 2, 3 sword card here. Sword cards. So your challenge is there's something here that's stagnant, that's lazy, that's missing an opportunity, that's not wanting to go with the flow. There's some type of being, unproductive, irrational, making the wrong decision, and or destruction. Someone is not, this could be you, but this could also be someone you're dealing with. Now keep in mind, this is just the energy around you. So there's a situation here where either you or someone you are dealing with is, now this could be a boyfriend or a friend or a boss or a co-worker or a family member. But someone is not wanting to give something else a second chance. Like, I'm done with this. I would much rather do this on my own than to do it with this person or like how they said. So it's almost like that's kind of like the energy that I'm getting here. You know, whoever this is like, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to get this done by myself and do it the way I want to do it. I feel like, you know, at the beginning of the month, someone may not be happy with that, and they're not giving, you know, there's not a lot of communication coming in. Someone could very well be lying or hiding something. I'll clarify in a little bit what this is, see if I can get a little bit better of a picture. But so by the middle of the month, there has been, I feel like because of the first part of the month here, there is lack of communication at the first of the month. And it's also one of being dishonest. So you could be seeing this in the people around you, and you're like, you know what, I'm tired of dealing with all these drama-filled people, these lying people. I'm going to go off on my own, and then, you know, when I feel like it, then I'll come back. I feel that, and especially with this Four of Swords, because, you know, thankfully it's in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, because this is like, you've already been through a battle here of some sort, and it seems like a conversation of some sort, where the worst has already happened. So you come the middle of the month feeling rejuvenated, finding mental peace, being at ease, being relaxed. Like, this is a healing energy. And it could be because you decided to put an end to whatever this bullcrap is over here. But because of this healing energy, I do feel like it causes you to get serious. Like, you're definitely serious about what you decide you want to do. And then, like, whatever this dynamic here has to do with, when, like, this is being independent, refining yourself, prosperity, freedom, and security. That's what your focus is this month. Like, you've already made up your mind what you're going to, you know, feed into and what you're not going to. So by the end of the month, there's like an enterprise coming together, an investment, abundance, stability, security, you know, being grounded. Now, whether this is you or this is a masculine that you meet, now, and when I say could be a masculine that you meet, you know, this is someone who makes good business ventures, who is a boss, who has a lot of authority in their life. They're a responsible person. They're focused. They are money driven, and they're successful at it. So either you are meeting this in another, or this is you. Now, throughout this month, you could be feeling, and I mean like for real feeling, like a situation or an event or a person, whatever, has not been fair. Something's not been fair for you in the past. But I feel like, though, that's coming to an end. It could very well have to do with another person that you thought you would have a relationship with, or wanted to have a relationship with, and if it's not necessarily a romantic partner, then it's someone that you go way back with. Y'all have had good times, fun times, you've experienced great things together. So you've got, there could have been an argument with this person or some type of situation that involved this person. And, you know, this is someone, this King of Pentacles here could be someone that you go way back with. This is definitely someone here in your environment where you've had, because there's deep emotional feelings here for one another that goes back in time. Like, this is not someone you just met. Like, this is someone you've known for a minute. Now, there are hopes here that you're able to manifest new stuff. You're able to start over. I mean, if you feel like you've had to lose some stuff, that you've got hopes that you'll be able to replace them. And you will. You will. And your outcome this month is the Seven of Wands. So this is like being... This is where you've taken on a lot. You've done a lot. You could definitely feel like... you could have been, because of this Justice card here in reverse, you could have, in this month, felt like you were taken advantage of. Now, in like situations or people haven't been treating you right, which is then, because they haven't been treating you right, it's then had you fucked up. But now all of a sudden, after you've, you know, and you could have fallen into the space of where you were beating yourself up. And then it was like after you were done beating yourself up about it, then you were kind of like, you might have started to see where, you know what, maybe actually it wasn't about me, it was them. Or maybe, you know, it wasn't them, it was me. I don't know, whichever way the cookie crumbles. But in this dynamic, whatever that is, there was an injustice here. Someone was not being treated fairly and or right in this scenario. And I do feel like that was you. So you may have had an epiphany at some point in time, or stood up for yourself and decided, you know, enough is enough. I've had enough. I'm not feeding into this anymore. So now that you've made that decision, you need to stick to your guns about that, if that's what you say and decree and declare for yourself. Because at the end of this month, you're really going to have clarity around whatever this is. Like, you're really standing up for yourself. You're strong-willed. You're determined. You've got conviction. You might have to... I'm not going to say not every person is going to come at you sideways. But if someone comes at you sideways, I do feel like you will be meeting them face to face. Holding your ground, at least. Now, if I look at the bottom of the deck over here, this could definitely be around, you know, a commitment or someone that you thought you would be together with. Whether this is a marriage or... But this is someone you shared a lot. You shared, like, true values with. Okay? You were definitely up in your head about this situation. Confused. But there is a new beginning. Now, I'm going to tell you, this new beginning is going to somewhat put you into this Queen of Swords energy. And it's because of what you... It's because of the bullshit you've been through here. So, you might, after March, once you go through this, you might have, like, a little bit of a permanent, you know, a season of resting bitch face. Like, I know my resting bitch face is on point. I have to tell myself at times to turn it off and to relax it a little bit. I can feel it creeping in, trust me. So, just keep that in mind. Alright, I want to start digging into this reading here because I am a little confused. So, let me move some of this because not all of these are in the reading. Okay. Alright, so what is this not giving a second chance to. What is this Judgment in reverse here? Distant horizons. So you might have something at this moment that you can't, there's something here that you know you can't either work on it right now, but that doesn't mean that you won't be, that it won't be available in like 3 to 6 months from now. So whatever the situation is that you're not giving a second chance to right now, it could be that you're not giving a chance to it right now because, you know, maybe you feel the time's not right. Maybe you'll feel about it or think differently about it, you know, in the next season or after a few months. But for right now, you're not wanting, you know, to give this situation a second chance at all. What is this Nine of Pentacles here? Because this is definitely like you wanting to do things solo, by yourself. You might have to play your cards right when it comes to a masculine energy. Whether that's a boyfriend, a husband, an ex, a boss, a brother. Someone's got a concern here around money. What is this Nine of Pentacles here? You know, this man here is like, either he had a chance with you and he kind of messed it up. So now he's over here trying to give you his little sad pity party story. Trying to woo you over. Trying to shower you with gifts. But I still don't think you're going to be giving him a second chance at all. Okay, what is this Ace of Swords here in reverse? So I'm going to tell you, this Ace of Swords, this beginning of the month over here, that might be the conversation that you have where you're like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm not doing it. And I feel like that card came out to somewhat give me confirmation of what I was saying, like jackpot. Yeah. So I don't know if like this man lied to you about his money or the finances that he was supposed to be helping you with around your house. Or someone took money from him or had to borrow money and then therefore it affected y'all's money. But there's something here around money that someone didn't speak the truth on, and maybe that's what got shit sideways here. Or upside down. What is this Four of Swords here? For Cancer. What is this Four of Swords? This false person card, playing your cards right. So I'm telling you, this man, if you kick this man out or if he left or something, and there's still something like 3 to 6 months. So maybe something happened 3 to 6 months ago or 2 to 3 months ago, and you are where you are now because of the situation. You have support all around you. Now, this person, though, they've had to go off. They hold a high position in their job, and it looks like they had to leave and go somewhere, but while they're there and doing all that, maybe go be in a different community or something. Or maybe they had to go help, like, their family or something like that. But while they're away doing that, you know, they're definitely thinking about you, but I don't feel like they're either not telling you the truth about something. I would say that you have doubts. You already know or feel like they're not telling you the truth or they're hiding something. So you could be having to, you know, really play this person and play the position here, your character in this scenario, very well. Like, for example, if this person is saying that they're having to go somewhere, and then you're just sitting back like, okay, alright, well, I'll see you when you get back, alright, talk to you later. And the moment they get out of the driveway or out of sight or earshot. Like, you change your clothes and then you leave and go somewhere else and sit up and park and see if they're going to show up, and then they do, and then you're like, see, he lied, told me he was going to go do this and go do that, and instead he's here. So it's like, and I'm not saying that they're leaving to go show up at a third party or anything like that, but what I am saying is that's a scenario, like, you, the middle of the month, could really be feeling like this person, whoever you're dealing with here, is not telling you the truth. So you are having to play the field here, play the character of, playing the, like Al Capone said, sometimes you have to play the fool, that thinks they are fooling you. You see her here? Like, he's back here scheming. And she's aware. But she's playing into his little game, but yet she's not revealing everything. So she's hiding stuff too. So you see, if you're the female in this scenario, you can listen to him and you can know that he's wearing a mask. He's not telling, the truth in everything. And you don't have to tell him that. He don't need to know that. But you can know that. That's like a card up your sleeve, like an ace up your sleeve. So there's something here in the middle of this month where after you've rested a while, you've taken a break, because it looks like there's a conversation, a not so pleasant conversation. There's a break. And then it's like, all right, I can talk now. And like, you take a week or two away from this person, and then it's like, all right, well, now I can face them and have a conversation and talk. And it's like, while they're talking, everything they're saying is bullshit. So then it's like, when you know that, then it's like, okay, well, how do I play my hand here? How do I play my character in this situation? Okay, so now what is this King of Pentacles here? Because this is the end of March. So what does this energy here have to do with? Now this is where it gets tricky. This is where it gets... Okay, so there's a masculine here. I would say it's this King of Pentacles character. They're in despair over something they did in the past. They invested time, money, and attention in something that I don't think they invested well in. Or maybe it was like something they shouldn't have. Like, if it was like, maybe they put all their eggs in one basket, but it was the wrong basket or something. So that has, some way, shape, or form made them feel bad. And so now it's like they want to make up for that. Now, if you have a child with this person, then the child here is definitely front and center. This child is happy, very well taken care of. They might not be seeing you, but they are seeing their child. They will, I feel like this will make you feel really good for the child, and the child will feel really blessed to be able to see the man and spend time with the man, or to see him come and visit, to have a conversation with him, There will be a lot of value, a lot of gifts and presents in that energy. That could definitely happen, at your home. It could take 3 to 6 months for something, more contractual, like contract and legit, to get finalized or fall into place. Or keep in mind that this visitation thing coming back and forth may only last about 3 to 6 months, and then it could end. I don't know if something in the dynamic changes in about 3 to 6 months, whatever that is. So what is this thing here that's unjust, that's unfair? Look, he's in despair about something that either he did, and then there's concern. So it looks like he didn't choose well, and he's all up in his head, concerned with his choices, because he didn't choose something well. Like now, your focus is on work and taking care of the house, taking care of the bills, paying the bills. You've got support around you. He feels stuck to something, whether that he's in his own mental prison. He didn't make a good choice in something, and it kind of fucks shit up. So what is this Six of Cups here in the... This really could just be you getting out and mingling, going out to parties. There's a pathway or something opening up. So there's this pathway here. Now keep in mind, this pathway card does represent a year time frame. So there is something opening up for you that either... Yeah, look, here's this daggone pathway again. So something happened with this masculine here. You thought you had everything with this masculine, and then something... I don't know if like they faked an injury or... and I don't know. Anyways, let me get off that. There's something here with the bad health card. Like, you had to help look after this person because it seems like they took a fall or something. And, you know, if you were married to them, or in a... if you're not married to them, you were in, like, a long, committed relationship with them, okay? But it's almost like you had to drop everything you were doing and somewhat help them and lick their wounds and everything. And I don't know what they did, but it's like they did something, because now you've decided to go at this by yourself, at it alone. It has helped you to mature and to elevate, especially in stature and your thoughts, okay? Because there's a level of maturity that has been gained from this situation. Now, also, too, there's more things coming that are going to take time. And with that, things are going to end for you. There's going to be an end in about 3 to 6 months of something that you are going to be, like, first off, good and okay with, okay? It's going to be final. What is this Seven of Wands here? What is this Seven of Wands? I just had a card flip out. A message. So they could very well message you and you're just like, you're very guarded. Yep, look, there you are. Mature woman. So you are going to be... You might be taking on a lot this month, especially if you are having to go after things by yourself. If you were like once co-parenting, co-cleaning the house together, co-working, co-making the money, co-paying the bills, and now you're just like, you know what, I don't want your help, I don't need your help, I'm doing this by myself. Get out my face. You know, that could very well be the attitude that you have, and so you're focused on work and doing it alone. And you know, the man that you're dealing with here, he's got plenty of money. You could very well be the apple of his eye and the lover that he wants, or the love that he wants. But he did something, I feel like, that kind of screwed it up. So, you have to let me know in the comments. Let me see if the cards will tell me real quick. What did this man do to screw things up? Now, I mean, again, this is either a boss, a boyfriend, a husband, a fiance, a lover, or a brother, you know, whatever. Cousin, uncle. What did this man do to screw things up? This daggone bad health card came up again at the bottom of the deck. So, I don't know if something must have happened to him. Maybe he got COVID or something, and it took it's one of those things that kind of took a while for him to recover from. And, you know, he may have been bedridden for a minute, and then it kind of left, you know, a lot of weight on you to be able to, because then you were having to, instead of having the man of the house do things and hold things down, you then had to not only do your job, but also his job as well, and all the meanwhile, look after his ass. So you could have felt like you were out here biting off more than you could chew. So, I don't know. But anyways, okay, so that's what I have for you, Cancer. Hopefully, this reading resonated. Please feel free to leave me any comments below and let me know how this panned out for you, if it's on the money, if I'm hitting home or not. If you like oracle readings and you want more of those, please feel free to pop over to Facebook and find me there, because I do oracle readings there. I do the tarot readings on YouTube. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my page. If this is where I leave you, I'll see you again here in April for your April reading. Take care. Namaste.